How's it going, everyone? This is D3THWaffles. I hope you're all having a great day right now. I actually have a short Marine Corps story for you guys, and this one is definitely on the horrific side and extremely terrifying. And it is real. I shit you not, it did happen. So I'm gonna jump right into the story, alright? So I was in MCT, which is Marine Corps combat training, and this is like the basic training that every Marine has to go through that isn't a grunt. So yeah, if you're not infantry, every other job or whatever they call it, MOS, you go into MCT. All right, on to the story. All right, so we were just finishing up our training. We just came back from the field. And let's see, we had about maybe 3 days, I believe, before graduation. So we got back, everybody's like super tired and everything. And so everybody like racks out hella quick, right? I knock out, and then I guess like maybe like around, I want to say like around midnight or so, I get woken up by Firewatch running back and forth down the hallways or like down the fucking bunks, right? And I'm like, I get up and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? And they're like, dude, there's a Marine in the fucking bathroom and we don't know what the fuck he's doing. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, have you guys even tried talking to him? And they're like, no, like, we can't get a hold of him, or like, we can't fucking get his attention. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, let me see if I can do anything. I don't know. Like, I was thinking that maybe I can help. And so we all go into the fucking bathroom. We look, peek our heads. And we see in the fucking toilet stalls, alright, we all look under where you could see the feet, right? Dude, we saw this fucking figure that was cloaked, and it was like the bathroom is like well lit, but for some reason in that hall, or in that, I guess the light didn't really get that far into the bathroom or something for some whatever reason. It was the last stall, right? And this person was like cloaked in like a drape or something, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like, somebody go over there. And everybody was like, dude, I ain't fucking going over there, fuck no. And I was like, all right, I'm not going down there, I'm not going in there either, right? So we get the duty. Our sergeant, who was on deck at the time, he was passed out. We woke his ass up. We're like, hey, sergeant, there's some Marine in the bathroom, he's doing some weird shit. And like, he comes over and he's like, okay. He's like, don't worry, fellas. So we all go over to the bathroom. We're like, and we hear this like faint noise, and it scares the fuck out of all of us, and we start running, dude. The last scene that I remember from that moment was my sergeant running his fucking ass off through the main doors, and he fucking books it, and we all like end up at the very end of the fucking, the bunks, right, where they're all at. We were freaking out, and like, we're trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But our sergeant comes back and he's like, hey, gents, he's like, what's going on? Why y'all so scared? And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we just saw you run out. Like, what are you talking about? We saw you fucking book it. You're hella crazy. And he's like, oh, no, that wasn't me. And we're like, dude, we fucking saw you. He's like, all right, don't worry about it. He's like, so we'll get the main Marine on duty, right? So we go get him. And even he's the one that's armed, right? And he even goes in there. He's like, don't worry, gents. He's like, I got this. So he goes in there, no issues or anything. He bangs on the door. And he's like, hey. He's like, if you don't come out right now, you have fucking 5 seconds to come out right now, or I'm going to pull my fucking M9 on you, and I'm going to fucking arrest you right now. And we were like all watching. Marine comes out, and it turns out this dude had a fucking Ouija board. A Ouija board. The board that you use to like open portals to the fucking underworld, or whatever you call it, that conjure fucking demons and shit, right? And as soon as he walked out, you want to know something? Myself and the other Marines, we all agreed it started smelling like rotting flesh. It smelled like a dead animal, and we were trying to figure out, and we're like, hey, Firewatch, go check outside, go see if there's like a skunk outside. Go see if there's anything dead outside, right? Firewatch comes back. No, there's nothing. We couldn't even smell anything on the first deck. We were on the second deck. They couldn't smell anything in the first deck. Dude, there's no way. We were like There's no way that this smell can just be in the second floor, right? So they took him into the duty hut, and they were talking to him, and I guess they just put him on freaking suicide watch, right? That's what you do when Marines are like in a weird state. This Marine looked very depressed or something, and so they were waiting to call in a I think they were waiting to get in contact with the local hospital, which was the hospital that was on base, but it was like really far from where our location was, right? It's close to main side. And yeah, this Marine was placed under my rack because I was on the top rack, and I guess the Marine below me, I guess he got hurt. So the Marine that was doing his thing, he got placed under me, right? Like literally under my rack, and I was fucking freaking the fuck out. And I was like, dude, I can't fucking sleep here. Like, what if this guy like is possessed or something, right? Like, I saw the kid was doing some weird shit. He was like, I saw him, I was like literally peeking over my rack and like looking under to see what he was doing. This kid does like one of those exorcist type fucking get ups or whatever out of the rack, you know? And he literally like bends from just his like his waist, right? And he gets up and like he's covered in his freaking blanket. I don't know what the fuck that was. It was literally the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the smell was still there. We couldn't figure out what the smell, what it was coming from. Like, there was no possible way for that smell to be in that room. Nobody else had food. We get checked for food inside the racks. We have to empty out our packs to make sure that no Marine is carrying food in the barracks, right? It was smelling awful, terrible. And the two Marines that were with me, that we found the situation with, you know, with Firewatch too. Like, we saw the Marine, you know, in the toilet stall. They were literally praying. Like, they no shit put up crosses and everything, and they were like trying to get it out. And I don't know if it worked or anything, but as soon as he was told to get his stuff to go to the hospital to do whatever they needed for him to do, the smell left. As soon as he walked out the doors, I shit you not, the smell freaking left. And I will put this on my life that this no shit happened. And if I even get in contact with the Marines that I was with at that time, they would even confirm that that shit did happen. And there was only, I would say there was only 5 of us that were actually involved and that knew what was happening. Everybody else in the fucking barracks was passed out. I don't know how. We were so freaking loud. Nobody else woke up. Obviously, you know, we came back from the field. Everybody was asleep. But I mean, for the Marines that actually experienced that situation, that was hands down the most horrific shit that we've ever experienced. To sum up the story, that Marine came back. He was doped up on cough medicine. He did have a Ouija board, which you're not supposed to carry that shit, right? You're not supposed to have any at-home stuff. You're not supposed to have like anything electronics-wise or anything. He got caught for that. He ended up getting NJP'd the next day. He got promoted to PFC right after that. Hella weird. And then as soon as that happened, I guess he got booted out of the Marine Corps, which was amazing. I'm so glad that the Marine Corps does not have him no longer in our society, right? Hopefully that Marine found some sort of help. And hopefully this explains the potential of what Ouija boards can do. They're bad. I do not recommend anybody playing with them. Every story that I've heard from Ouija boards, I've always assumed they were fake. But I've never actually experienced the situation until that fucking day. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope this story was amazing. I'll see you later. Bye.